Chapter 8 is the first technical chapter we have in the book up to this stage. In many respects, it doesn't necessarily belong in the auditing classes. It's how you apply sampling in a particular setting. We do tend to go over a lot of the details more exhaustively in this chapter. Most students tend to like this chapter because there is a right answer and you can have some confidence you know what you're doing. On page 271, we start to introduce some terms about sampling. This continues from the bottom of 271 to 274. All that is a level 1 topic. I would expect you would be able to explain each of the critical terms. Table 8-1 lists when we can use sampling. This is a common multiple choice question, so I would definitely make that a level 1 topic. That being said, if you think about them, most of them you can get without actually having to memorize. On the bottom of page 275, we see a discussion of statistical versus non-statistical sampling. You need to understand the difference between the two. It's very important that that's a level 1 topic. Then we see types of sampling are discussed. You do need to know attribute and monetary unit sampling. I'm not going to reference any test question or anything about classical variable sampling, but it is a CPA topic, so we expect to come back to it. Table 8-2 gives you a framework for how we're actually going to test the controls. The rest of the chapter is focused on this framework. You need to know this. It's a level 1 topic. I won't say memorize, but you should be able to replicate these steps if given a problem. The rest of the chapter just walks through an example on how you would do this. You'll find on page 284, one of the first 2 tables. I will give you these tables on the test. Obviously, you don't need to memorize it, but you need to understand it. You need to understand the relationships that are revealed in it. We're going to spend a lot of time on class on that, so don't study it. Just wait to come back to it. A great list is given on page 289. This comes up time and time again. Sampling is easy except when there's exceptions. And so this goes through the exceptions and how you're expected to deal with them. Page 292 gives you the other table. We're going to talk about this in class. I will provide it on the test, but you need to be able to read it for yourself. We continue. Table 8-10 on page 294 is one you should be able to understand and read. It's very short, so I would consider memorizing it. The discussion on non-statistical sampling on page 295 is a level 2 topic. Read it once. It's impossible to test. It's entirely judgment-based, so it's one you can ignore. Page 297 introduces another advanced module. We're not going to cover this. The key to chapter 8 is examples. We're going to do a bunch in class. We're going to go over a number. I test whether you can actually apply it. It's a technical topic. It's not about the theory. It's about do you understand how to apply it. So that's how I would study. We're going to have great examples we're going to go over in class, and I'll give you some more later.